Guess what day of the week it is?
Bow, bow, bow. It's Twin Tuesday. We were not on the same wavelength. It's Tuesday. Woo, best day of the week.
Yeah, it's sunny. It's cold but sunny, and we love having you here. So I hope you're chilling out, whether you're actually just hanging out or on the go at the gym,
at the grocery store. That's where I tend to listen to podcasts a lot, on the grocery store.
trying to tune out your kids in the car.
Mommy needs to listen. Mommy's turning up the volume.
Teachers on lunch break, just like, I'm just gonna. That's what I would do when I was a teacher. I would go into my office at lunch. I'd put on some like bossa nova, just something like so chill.
Bossa nova is Sarah's happy music. Once upon a time when you were student teaching, we would like go to, wasn't it? We would go get Starbucks and then we would go sit and listen to bossa nova music.
When I was teaching and it would be like the thick of the winter and you're like, it's so long until spring break. Like once a week, I would be like, I'm going to go get the caramel brulee latte at Starbucks. And I would sit there, I would like leave early so I could just sit there for like 5 minutes and be like, I'm a human. And there's a Starbucks really close to my school. And then I would go in and I'd put on some bossa nova music and the kids would be like, what this? And I was like, no, this Miss Almond's happy music. Okay. We don't mess with the happy music.
We can't interfere.
But then at lunch, I would put on like the YouTube, like there were videos of different, what do I even call this? Like not even a landscape, but a different setting where it'd be like cozy Parisian cafe. And it's like a still, but the only thing you'd see is maybe like the lights slightly twinkling outside or like steam coming out of someone's coffee. It's just a vibe.
It's like the fireplace.
Yeah.
Okay, I was reading that the guy
what if you're gonna say what I was thinking?
That the guy who like created that fireplace vibe is like a millionaire now from creating that they were like from the hours that people have played it.
Yes.
And I'm like, good for you because you're doing the Lord's work.
Like he had earned $1 million from that video.
Like royalties.
Like from YouTube Watch?
Yeah, from watch time.
I can just imagine him being like...
That was on almost 24/7 in Sarah's apartment.
I mean, just put on the TV. It's just like so calming.
It is
but it'd be like, I could just see his like YouTube earnings, just like, you know, that video, just nothing. And then November, December, like just this high, and then like, okay. April, May, June, July, August, September. Like every year.
Talk to us about your highest earning months. He was like, let me tell you.
Because when you type in like cozy fireplace,
that's what comes up.
There's a few of them. Like other people are like, oh, this is probably smart, but you know, I just one that you just recirculate every year. It's like, okay,
it has the perfect amount of crackle, perfect amount of warmth.
Sometimes I like the ones with music, but usually just the fire sound.
Yeah,
so good.
Well, congrats to him because he deserves it.
Yes, kapkunka.
Yeah, kapkunka.
Anyway, twins and outs.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna do my in, which is probably a repeat, but you know what? It deserves it because this week I'm headed to Hawaii. Cue all the tropical vibes.
A little ooh.
Oh my God. I need to just listen to ukulele music for the whole rest of the week. Just
over the rainbow. And your first time in Hawaii. I say that like I've been, that's your first time. I've never been.
Oh, to go back and have it be my first time. Yeah. First time in Hawaii. And I'm just like, I'm going to live it up. I don't have a lot to say on it. Besides, I've been raving about Hawaii to you guys for like the past couple weeks. And I'm ready. It's finally happening.
I just want to live vicariously.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you to eat all the poke.
Planning all the Hawaii content. So stay tuned on Instagram. I'm just gonna live embracing my inner island vibes. I will say my toxic little trait is like feeling like I need an entire new wardrobe anytime I go on vacation anywhere.
Yes.
I'm a little chameleon where I'm like, ooh, now I'm a girl who just wears like sarongs and like little like midriff crop tops and like, you know, breezy linen pants. Like that's me now.
Yeah.
I own 10 million bikinis because I live in Hawaii. I remember the
do
summer.
We need seven new swimsuits?
Exactly. Yeah, we do.
And how often do you swim? Like
the summer I was in Santa Fe, it was like, oh, Leah suddenly like wears a lot of turquoise and like,
you're a little chameleon.
You want to like, or like in Utah, it was all like I was like spending the summer in a very conservative little town. It was all like modest fashion, so it was like maxi skirts and like high like lace tops. I was just like, let's do it.
embody a little bit of your location, right? You're in Paris, like suddenly you're like red stripes,
A little red lip all the time.
loafers,
Exactly.
which is
So-
totally like my favorite. But yeah, I see what you mean. You're
So-
like, do we need another dress? Do we need a skirt and pants? You know, like do we need a
Yeah.
set?
So something that I might be like, oh, on the East Coast for sure. Like I would wear that in warm weather. I'm like, it's not really giving Hawaii.
A shell necklace.
Oh yeah, I bought a coral necklace.
I can't wait to see this one. I can't wait.
Oh my God. I bought it and then I was like, when am I ever going to wear this? And then I was going to return it. And then we found that we were going to Hawaii and I was like, well, that's when I'll wear it.
That's so cute. I'm very excited for you.
I'm so excited. So excited. That's it. That's my
your
in,
in.
obviously.
My in is I'm going to Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding. Vicariously through Leah.
Don't you wish?
I do. I'm like, can I squeeze in your suitcase? Come on, we're a package deal. How
I
dare
know.
the in-laws take you on a trip and not me? Come on.
She's
Anyway,
basically me.
basically Leah. It just passes Leah. My in is, so I've been doing, while I've been walking around, the thing that keeps me from not feeling frozen is listening to audiobooks.
Oh, I love that.
But as a result, I have gone through my Spotify, however much they allot you, 14 hours or something a
Yeah,
month.
it's like 14 or 16.
I used up my Audible credit for the month and I'm like, ugh. So I totally forgot. I don't know how I forgot this because I use my New York Public Library card all the time, that they have audiobooks too.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why but I was in the middle of listening to my Ina Garden memoir and it was like, you ran out of hours for the
That is
month.
the
I was like,
I think they picked that time too because they're like, ooh, most audiobooks are like 15 hours and you only have 14 and then it cuts you off and it's like, would you like to increase your credits? And you're like,
I know, I bet you're right. They're like, how long is an average book? Okay, we'll take it like
seriously.
1 hour less.
Because that has happened multiple times where it's like, I have 20 minutes left and I'm just like, what?
So I was able to get it. Like there were a bunch of copies available.
Oh, sweet.
They had a ton. It was like 150 copies available of this audiobook. I was like,
Okay, I guess I was like in New York. I was like 150, but yeah, New York City.
we
Okay.
are in New York.
Putting in perspective.
But my last book that I listened to on Spotify, like right before my credits ran out, I was 2 pages from finishing the book. No,
Oh,
two.
you told me that. And you're
And
like,
so-
do you have this book? Can you just take a picture?
Yeah, I was like, can you just take a picture of the last 2 pages? I went to Barnes and Noble and read the last 2 pages. I was
like a special case
I was like,
situation.
Andrew, I'm running out. I was like, I need to read
I need to know what the last 2 pages
I was
are.
like, okay. But it was just like, I'm not going to buy, it was like, it was so close to the end of the month.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I need to know it.
Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, I swear.
And it was a really
They're
popular
evil.
one,
They're
so-
like, they're manipulating us. They know the average time and they're like, we're going to get them.
Which one was that? Oh, that was Isola.
Oh,
Where-
that's right,
where
that's
you're
right.
like- where
'Cause
you're
I
like-
had that book.
You're like, this is a big dramatic, like what's
Ending.
happening.
And
And I
you're
was
like,
like, I need to know. So, yes. So I have been loving the audiobooks.
That's so funny.
So yeah, I was able to get the Ina one, and I was listening to it at,
Yay.
like walking around Central Park this morning. I was like, oh, Ina, talk to me about beef
audiobooks
bourguignon.
are so good. I love audiobooks.
Especially since I think my in last week was Ina, was this book, but I just love that she's narrating it because she's like, how cool was that? And I'm like, Ina, how good is that? Or like, how fun is that? Because in her show, she's always like, how easy was that? That's like her little.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever
I
watched?
haven't watched
Oh my
very
gosh.
much of her.
Andrew and I used to watch that all the time. It would be on
Didn't you say
free.
it's like Andrew's favorite? Isn't she his favorite like cook?
when we graduated college, like it was on all the time on TV for some reason, and we'd watch it. It was always on like the weekend. We'd be like, should we turn it on? Oh, it's Ina, and like, how cooking for Jeffrey. How easy is that?
That's right. That's like the only thing I know is that she would always be like, Jeffrey loves blah blah blah. blah.
I won't like get super into it because I know we're like babbling, but she's lived such an interesting life. Like
I've seen some
she learned
pictures
how
of
to
her,
fly
like-
a plane.
Really?
Yeah, she lived in Paris when Jeffrey was in I forget if he was in the Navy or the military, but what she like went to Thailand, I think it was Thailand that she said, and like lived by herself so she could be close to him while he was gone. Like all these crazy
Wow.
things, like crazy things. She'd never owned a restaurant when she bought her like Barefoot Contessa store. And was like, oh, this is for sale. Like, I think I want. So her life is like very like, this sounds cool. I'm doing it and I'm like jumping all in.
I admire that. That's really cool.
So she's like, I flew a plane. I was like, Ina. So it's been a very good book.
Cool.
Would recommend. This is my first nonfiction in a while. So yeah.
Yeah, I know. Neither of us tend to go towards like memoirs or
Yeah.
like autobiographies.
It's
or...
good though. It's really good.
Nice.
All right, we'll keep it flowing. What's your out?
All All right, my out is also like an obvious one if you're on our Instagram stories. My out is gonna be painting. For those who've been following the saga,
your ins and outs have been like on a constant, like just constant cycle of the same things because you're just dealing with.
have they?
I feel like you mentioned the
painting?
paint. I don't remember if it was last week.
I don't know.
The house sagas, at least the renos.
Maybe I'm so used to complaining about stuff that is just recycled. But so to kind of like a recap for those who might not know. So Colin and I are like, we got this house, we're like, okay, we haven't like fully repainted yet. We painted one room. And then now we're like, okay, we're going to get our bedroom in order. We're kind of just like taking it piece at a time. And so I was like, we looked at all these different colors, put little swatches on, pulled you guys, and I'm like, yeah, great. Okay, I think that's the one I want too. And then last minute, I was like, I did get one that was a little bit lighter, and I painted it up, and I was like, no, that's the one. That's the one. We got the paint, did it. And then as it dries, I'm just like, looks kind of just like we didn't paint. Like it was just so minimal.
Yeah.
That like it looked dramatic compared to like stark white. Like we're talking bright white, like as white as it could go. That's what the paint was in there. But then I'm like, okay, really? Like maybe compared to the ceiling, it looks whiter, but really not. Okay. So restarted, got some more samples. Posted put the samples up there, pulled you guys again. And then I was like, really? I don't know. And so I had Colin paint like the whole little sample thing, pick like a big patch and do a big patch of the 4 that we're considering. And the one that it's come down to is the one that you guys voted the most for. It's also like one of the bear colors of the year. It's wheat bread, which ironically is the first color that I looked at and said, I think it's that one.
Just go. That's so funny. Your gut is just like.
And then I decided to change last minute, and then it's led me down this whole road where we painted an entire room, and I've come back to, that's the color. So this morning, Colin and I looked at it, and I was like, what do you think? And I'm like, I'm thinking it's wheat bread. And he's like, yeah, I think so too. And I'm just like, imagine we could have just spared ourselves all this if I had just like gone with my instinct.
You kind of have to go through the process though to know which one you like. You got to hit the walls and then you're like,
and I will say like our new place has really tall windows. And so I feel like it really experiences like the highs and lows of the crazy lighting. So sometimes it looks really warm, sometimes it looks really cold, and sometimes it looks super bright, and sometimes it looks really dark. And so I'm just like, I want to see what something would look like in all of that. I'm going for a cozier vibe, but not like dark, like not dim. And so I don't want like a yellow beige, but like a warmish. So it's been a saga, all to come back to the very starting point where I'm like, yeah, it's that one.
When you know, you know.
So yeah, my out is painting, but I guess semi-in of finally deciding on what should be painted.
Oh my gosh, the saga. I know it's like back and forth. Oh, I think it was the first one. Okay, cool. Yeah, my instinct was.
I was like, I've never done this. Like I'm always just like, I pick a color, put a little swatch. I'm like, yeah, great. This is the only time I've ever been like, ooh, I don't know if
there are so many shades of beige and white and cream.
It's insane. And then you just, they're like, you go nose blind. It's like you go eye blind where you're like, I don't know.
You're like, I don't know.
I don't know. They all kind of look the same. So yeah, I'm happy to paint and then not paint our bedroom ever again.
My out, I was trying to think. So I don't remember if I said this last week, but I feel like I'm just like my mind just over and over again. I'm like, have I said that to Leah? Did I say that to my mom? Did I say that on the podcast? Like,
I'll say that to Colin. I was like, did I tell you about this? Oh no, it was somebody else. Okay.
Well, they came in and our apartment's always usually on like the warm side. Because we got the radiators. But my friend in the building was like, she came into our apartment and was like, okay, your apartment's quite a bit warmer than mine. She's like, ours kind of runs on the cold side, but there are like in New York buildings, like there's like a minimum because we can't control our heat with the radiator. It's like the whole building, right? Because we don't pay for our heat. That's kind of the trade-off. Like we're gonna put whatever temp, but you don't have to pay for it. So
that's nice
within a range. Like there has to be a certain temp range. So it's not like
I didn't realize you didn't pay for your heat.
No, we don't pay for heat and water because the water is figured into the heat. Like it's steam or whatever.
I see.
So anyway, they came around and they like, I thought they were just doing a test, but ends up they put this like sensor in our apartment. So they're trying to get it to be like even temps throughout all the units. So let's just say this past few weeks, our apartment has been, and it's been cold. It's been noticeably like there have been moments where I'm like, it's a little chilly, you know, where I've never had that before.
Yeah, yours is usually like toasty.
And it's not like it's freezing, but it's also not like I need to keep the windows open all the time to keep from sweating. But I have had it a couple times, like towards the night or when I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, it's a little chilly. So I'm like I'm not used to that. So I've been sleeping in like extra cozy pajamas.
Ooh, that's kind of nice though.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, it's just been like a little different because usually I'm like tank top, you know, just light shorts. But I've been like full on flannel pajamas. So, but you know,
Shout out LL Bean.
Shout out LL Bean pajamas. But yeah, that's where we're at. Just a little chilly, but it's kind of nice. Like I feel like I sleep a little bit better when I'm cold.
I totally do. Yeah, it kind of stinks like when you're going to bed because you're like, it's cold, but then
like,
once you're under the covers
yeah,
and stuff, you get
it's
toasty.
cozy. You're just like, oh, nice and toasty. So that's my out. Just gotta throw on the slippers as I've got on. So keeping it toasty.
Okay.
All right.
This week is Scroll Talk.
Scroll Talk.
And how could we choose anything besides Bridgerton?
Bridgerton.
Oh my gosh.
We're counting down to, it's Thursday, right? That it comes out?
Yeah.
The new season of Bridgerton. Like, Bridgerton is one of those, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Bridgerton is one of those shows that.
Is hey onwe of hey osde oshe.
Are we talking Pig Latin?
Ik pat and lay.
Ik pat and lay. It's one of those shows that, like, sometimes it's like a year and a half. And you're like, wait, I need the next season. Because when was the last one? Was it last year?
No.
Maybe it's been a year.
I think
it hasn't been so long.
I think it was I think about a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they went out of order. Because I read the books.
Right, me too.
Well, you read the books? I don't know. So they went out of order. Or did they go out of order? Yeah.
I think they did
because
they jumped to
Penelope,
Penelope's.
I think, is book 4 originally. And so this one that's coming out is like the Cinderella story. Mm-hmm. So yeah, what are your hopes for the
our
season?
full question is, Bridgerton thoughts on the new season coming out this week.
Thoughts.
So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I haven't heard a lot of Bridgerton haters out there.
I mean, just the costuming and the set and the fantastical everything. It just
like
puts you in a happy
feel good.
place.
Yeah.
And girls, we just get a little like,
a little
Bridgerton. It's like a little, what's the books? What's the genre of books that are like
romantasy?
Yeah, but there's like a side category of the ones that are like a little spicy. Is there not? Is there not? I thought there was like another name for like the romantasy, but it's kind of like, I don't want to say slutty, but it's like
smut.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
I mean,
Bridgerton has some like wholesome moments, but then there's also like they threw her on the bed.
Okay, I will say season 1 was the most like smutty because it was just like
it was
you
so
see
good,
his
though.
butt everywhere. It's just like the montage of them having like sex
That
everywhere.
was such a good season, though. Oh my god,
because of the butt.
He's
hot. I mean, it was just so funny because it'd be like they got married, and then it's like with a violence, and it's like thrusting outside in the lawn, and
they weren't on the lawn. They were on the stairs.
It's like a gazebo. They had one that was like outside.
Maybe they did.
I was just like, okay.
I loved season 2 with Anthony.
Oh my god, the bee
scene. I watched that like 10 times.
And
where he's like just staring at the bee by her.
Oh my
like,
god, what is his name? What is the actor's name? Oh my god, that's gonna drive me.
Bailey, Jonathan Bailey.
Oh, he is so gorgeous, and have you heard him sing?
I mean, yeah, I saw Wicked.
Oh duh, right, I forgot.
Oh
my god, but hearing him in the last 5 years.
Oh, I didn't know he was in that.
They released like his audition tape for Jamie.
Oh,
and oh my god, like and I totally agree with. They're always just like, was it the most perfect audition? No, like there were some flaws, but like, was it just so like you could not look away? Was it the most just like,
oh my god, now I gotta find it. I'm sure it's on TikTok. I'm sure it's floating around.
If you love him, you're gonna just like fall deeply head over. I mean, he's just so good. I love him, and I think he's beautiful and just a nice person.
So hoping maybe a little Jonathan Bailey moments in the season. I mean, he's obviously not the main, but all the brothers kind of.
I am very interested in this storyline though.
Yeah, like, because I feel like this season, in the past seasons, they were kind of alluding to different things that, like, I wasn't sure if they were going to stay
This
true
is
to the
Benjamin,
book.
right?
Yes.
And I feel like he's the most.
I was like, is it going to come out that he's like gay or like whatever?
I
like,
honestly thought in the books that was a thing.
how are they going to turn it? But then it went very classical Cinderella story. So
Yeah. But I like kind of like the dimension of his characters. What was the last one with Penelope? What's his face? Anthony?
no. Anthony's.
Oh, no.
Jonathan
Then,
Bailey.
I'm so bad.
I'm forgetting his name too, but
It's like alphabetical, right? Anthony, Benjamin.
no, not Benjamin. Benedict. Colin.
Yeah.
Colin.
I can just hear her saying
Colin.
Daphne, right? It's
Oh,
like
right,
all
right.
alphabetical. But yeah,
Again, Lee and I are awful at book and character names. I was
we
like, I
can't
should have
remember
made a cheat
names
sheet before
to
we talk
save
about this.
our lives.
But this season, I think I'm hoping it's going to be a good one because I think they changed one of the like. I don't remember if they changed one of the different like directors or something for the past season where it felt like a little shift from like the first two seasons.
a little. And do you remember like watching Harry Potter and realizing? I mean, they kept changing directors for a while.
Did they?
But, yeah. Oh. So it's just like you kind of notice that like
There's a little shift in like perspective or whatever.
or,
So
like the cinematography. Yeah, it's like slightly different style.
I'm just hoping because this was my least favorite book because I was like, it's a Cinderella story. Okay, done. Like in my mind, that was just me. So I'm hoping that they'll still keep some like interest going for this season.
Yeah.
But
it's just such an enjoyable show to watch. Like you just like
such-
look forward to it.
but sadly, it's like the
vibe.
2-part thing again. So we'll have to wait.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you know how they release like the first half in January and then the second half is in Feb.
Oh, I thought you meant like we'd have to wait a whole other year and a half.
No,
And I was like,
no.
I
It's
don't
like-
remember that.
No.
Okay.
No fear.
I'm super excited though. It will be. I think I'm gonna.
I love every single cast member.
Me
They're
too.
so
I mean,
good.
I thought I was like, should I watch it like on the plane to Hawaii? But I think I might just use it as like something to look forward to when I get back, like post travel.
Because you're already gonna have so much to look forward to when you're traveling.
Yeah.
But if you're also looking forward to Bridgerton, let us know your thoughts. We are very, very excited. And then we'll have to like
pull out your corsets for the week.
yeah,
for a little watch time.
your floral things. Put on some classical music, some vitamin string
tea-length
quartet.
dresses. Yeah. Yeah. Love it.
All right, we're going to the DMs. Thank you, all of you that have been writing in. Still, always looking for more write-ins. They're anonymous, so make sure to send us your DMs. We've got, hello, love the podcast, and I look forward to episodes every week. Thank you. We're getting close to 50. I mean, this is 40, so
We should do something special for 50.
we should. We'll keep that in the back of our minds.
It'll be summer,
What?
spring. At least like, yeah, end of spring.
Well, it'll be 8 weeks. So like basically all of February, March. Yeah.
Yeah.
April. Okay. Good things to think about. I said, I have a group of friends, about 7 of us that live all over the country and decided to book a friend reunion for February.
Oh, that's so fun.
This is kind of like, last episode, someone was like, we want a girls trip. Like, where should we go?
Oh, right. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just the season of like, we need to do something to spark up the winter.
we all need a distraction from like the cold temps.
Like, this would be a good time to like fly south with my friends. I could fly
Anywhere south?
Anywhere south. Somewhere warm. A little bikini. We've been talking about this since before Christmas and got a place on Airbnb so we can hang out and catch up without the kids for a few days.
Bye, kids. Mommy's going on vacation.
Mommy's going out of town. We booked everything end of December. Okay, so chatting like around the holidays. Hey, like, oh, miss you. Yeah, we should do something. Okay, let's
Yeah.
do it. And everything solidified before the end of the year.
That's
And
a good
then
way to
you'll-
do it. Then you have something to look forward to in 2026.
Yeah. And you're like, okay, got this coming up. And she said, now 3 people have dropped out.
Wait, 3 people. How many were you for in the first place?
A group of 7.
We're virgin on 50%.
Oh. Now 3 people have dropped out because of sports conflicts with kids and other similar reasons, saying it might put too much pressure on their partners to be gone that long. They said it's a 3-night trip.
Okay, dads can carry their weight.
Yeah.
Second moms can carry their weight.
I have 2 kids, and of course I'll miss them, but I feel it's also important to have friend time to remind ourselves that we used to be young, wild, and free. Am I in the wrong for feeling frustrated?
Should we cheetah girls, cheetah sisters? Wow, the cheetah girls would not back out on their girls' vacation.
No, they got to walk down those Barcelona steps.
They got to strut.
Should we cancel? The moms that backed out have already paid, and it's non-refundable.
Sounds like you're going on you're going to have that whole little like villa to yourself. Hey.
No,
Who
I
wants
mean
2 bedrooms?
That's still 4 people, which I know is like, it's kind of fun when you're like group vibe, like, oh yeah. But honestly, 4 people, like you can all just sit around, like share a bottle of wine. You know, that's like a perfect share amount, like just 4 people.
I mean, 4 is still a good amount, I think. Like
it's less of like a, let's rally the troops and like get us all together. But 4 is good. Like, here's some perks of 4, right? You can go out to dinner. You don't need to be like, oh, we're gonna be 7, right? 4, it's like
you don't really need a res.
Easy to squeeze you in somewhere. Mm-hmm. You can really, we're focusing
you
on
can play euchre.
Yeah, you can play euchre.
Sure.
Cardigan. Some wingspan.
You can split things. Even like if you're like, oh, do you want to split? Then you both have 2 people to split stuff with.
It's true. Should we do apps all around?
Yeah.
Also, when you've got the smaller group, we're focusing on positive. So you could really, really, really catch up with those people.
You can share 1 Uber.
Oh,
I'm thinking logistics.
That's true. No, that's true. I mean, that's true.
You don't have to be like, now we're 5. I guess we need to get 2 Ubers.
Maybe you were going to share bedrooms before. Ain't no sharing going on now.
Yeah.
At least, you know, I don't know how many bedrooms. But
I'm a firm believer that just because someone else decides to back out of some fun, like somebody else shouldn't be responsible for like your detriment. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they decide to back out because they're like, I don't know, this might be too much. And you're like, I want to go. Like, I've committed, you know, so it's like, you don't deserve to be punished because other people are deciding to not have fun.
I think it would, and I understand the weight of family responsibilities and such. Like, I get it. I do feel like, and I'm speaking on this as a non-mom, but I do feel like in society in general, like moms carry so much weight. And so when like a mom goes away, it's like, oh my God, like, how are we going to stay afloat?
How are we going to survive? We're going to starve.
You know, dad has a business trip. It's like, okay, like, you know, it's going to be extra work, but like we can make do. So it's like, also, I think it's not like you're saying you plan these trips once a month and someone backed out. Like, this is a one-time thing.
Yeah, it's special.
It's a long weekend. It's not like you're saying we're going away for 2 weeks.
Or even a week.
Like a weekend. It's not like you have to get the kids
3 days, right?
Yeah,
3
like
nights.
That doesn't seem so crazy to go away, but I don't think you should cancel because there's still 4 of you that are going. Like, that's a great group.
No. We're not canceling nothing.
And then everybody else will be let down. And so I think if you go and then have a great time, you know, you're taking the pictures, you're posting it. I mean, you don't have to post pictures if you don't want to, but
brag just a little.
Then everyone will be like, okay. And it sounds like you all have kids and like a lot of you want to make it work. So I think it'll be an awesome time for those of you that are going. Honestly, sometimes when you're going on a trip, it's like the mental work of going that's the hard part. Once you're there, you're like, this is so much fun. But when you're thinking about the logistics, it can be a little daunting if you're like, and then, okay, I need to plan this and prep this and then make sure this is set for the kids. And but then
Colin
when
and I
you're
were just talking about this, that we're like, it's like the day or 2 leading up to the trip, we're like, God, why is my heart racing? Oh my God, I'm so stressed out. And then you get there and you're like,
we have the toothpaste?
This is amazing. This is amazing, you know?
The mental
It is
preparation.
A mental load. Yeah.
Even if it's having someone over for dinner, okay, we're going to do this during the week, blah, blah, blah. And then they come, you're like, that was actually really chill. Like, it was fine.
Like, you have a good time.
It was fine. So I think still go. I think you're just going to have to let the people that backed out have a pass because what are you going to do? Like, are you going to be mad at
their
them?
way?
Yeah, they paid. They're not like,
they're not
asking
asking for a refund.
They
could change their mind.
You know, they're feeling stressed out. Maybe you don't know their full situation. We obviously don't know their full situation, but just focus on yourself, a group of 4. Like, you're going to have so much fun. Hang out. That's still, even if it was like 3, that'd still be fun.
Yeah. And if everyone cancels, then you can go and invite your hubs and the whole family.
Maybe you need to start a separate group chat of just the ones that are going and be like, hey guys, like, I know it's smaller group than we thought, but so much fun. And like, just want to make sure everybody is still in, right? Because just double check. But you're going to have a good time. It's still something to look forward to. Get to just have a few days away, catch up. Like, it's going to be great.
It's going to be amazing. You're not canceling anything.
No cancellation. No.
2 bedrooms a pop.
Well, they said they can't cancel. So
exactly.
I'll just be out the money. You already paid. You're going. If it's just you're going. You can sleep in a different bed every night.
Yeah, exactly. Rotate around the house. Question number 2. What to do? Your single friend group icing you out once you're in a relationship. And that's all we got.
That's it.
So you get into a relationship and all of your friends are single and they decide to ice you out now that you have a partner.
So it's kind of like, we're all girls, we're all single, like we're gonna have a great time. Like
hit the clubs.
I don't know how old you are, but we're like 30s. We don't need any guys. We just have friendship. And then you're like, oh, okay, I'm dating so and so. And then they're like, you don't get the invites.
You find out that they all went and hung out and got like lunch the other day and didn't even let you know. And they're like, we figured you'd be busy with Ben.
We went out for drinks the other night. We didn't tell you. You just see the pics later.
Yeah, and you're like, what gives you guys? Like I haven't done anything to make you upset. All I now have is a boyfriend.
This is a very common situation.
Am I smelling a little jealousy? Am I?
Is that jealousy?
Is that the scent? Is that the scent of jealousy? Oh yes, I recognize that one.
I'd say,
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. The eau de parfum de
Joe Malone #1. Jealousy. I this is something where when you're in a relationship, right? You're happy but it sounds like you want to have time with your friends and, also enjoy your relationship.
At least you're clocking the fact that you're getting iced out, because sometimes we do have our love goggles on and we're just like, woo,
the love lens, yeah.
Right? And you're just like, you're unaware of anything else that's going on in the world. We've all been there. There.
But also your friends, if they are giving you a little snub, also just wait for them to be in a relationship, because I guarantee, maybe you're just the first one in a while that has a partner and they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, we had a girl pact, but like, fine. Which
then once one of them gets a boyfriend, then they're going to be reaching out to you and be like, should we double date?
It's shallow.
Yeah.
It's a shallow move on their part. Not cool.
It's just immature, I feel like.
Yeah, and we don't know all the details because it's what to do when your friends are singing.
Yeah, I'm like, right? Okay, this is
we're feeling a little deep. Yeah, a little sadness, a little bitterness. If there are people that you still want to hang out with, if maybe you need to be the one to instigate the plans, maybe they do want to have some single girl nights out, and
I mean that makes sense.
It's not cool for them like not to invite you. If you still want to, you could be like, I still want to go out on girls' nights. Like, so-and-so doesn't have to come with me. Like, my boyfriend doesn't have to come with me. Like, you could say something like that. Like, guys, I saw like you went out. Like, I would have loved to come.
Yeah.
Or say like, hey, the next time you guys are planning on going out, just the girls, like,
someone drop me a message.
Let me know. Like, I still want to be there. Like,
yeah. So
maybe just making sure that you are still fostering just the girl hangouts to a balance.
I think what Sarah's onto a good thing of like, maybe they're sort of like trying to kind of like flesh out the situation. So you can be the one to be like, hey, should I plan a girls' brunch on Saturday? Like instigate a little bit, like initiate that
you
hangout.
Still want to have just some girl time.
Because they might be like, well, she's definitely with Ben this weekend. Like, we should probably not even ask her, And
it's hard when you're just starting a relationship. You're obviously putting more time because we're trying to get to know each other. Like, are we going on a date?
It might be like every 2 days,
a couple times a week.
Yeah. You're like we're
getting dinner. I'm spending the weekend at your place or whatever. And it's like, that's okay. I don't want you to feel bad about that, because when you're first getting to know someone, like, you're trying to lay that foundation. Like, your friend group, you've had them for a long time. And
I'm not like kindling that fire, right?
Yeah.
You're like, you don't want to let it just extinguish.
You're trying to see if there's momentum behind your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So it's okay that you're investing a little bit more time. Obviously, make sure you're not, leaving your friends out completely, but it's okay. Like, I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like, I should have hung out with them instead of hanging out with him like 3 times. It's okay. Like, if this is a new relationship, like, it's okay to be investing time into that. But maybe just I don't want to say olive branch, but maybe you initiating a plan just to be like, hey, let's have brunch to show that you're still invested in hanging out.
Because it could easily be like, I don't know how often you guys hang out.
Bless you. Excuse me.
But like, if you're all in the same city, like maybe it's a, Monday, should we all hit Pilates together? Wednesday, let's get happy hour. Thursday, coffee. Like you could be hanging out multiple times a week, and you could easily have said, oh, I can't today. Can't then on Wednesday. By the time the third time rolls around, they're like, oh, probably shouldn't even ask Jessica. So like they might have just jumped to a conclusion really fast when you're like, oh, but I made plans for 2 different meetups with this new guy. So yeah, I think initiate a hangout and see what's up, but just let them know that they're not, because I think they're reacting on sort of a defense mechanism.
Yeah.
As not cool as that is.
I would hopefully you could give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe there's a little jealousy floating around. Like, that's okay.
Definitely some jealousy.
Like maybe you'd be feeling a little jealous vibes if like someone else seemed like they were in a super awesome relationship. And you're like, oh, okay, I'd like to be in a relationship too.
Yeah.
But obviously they shouldn't be treating you bad or icing you out. So play it by ear, make your intentions known. And if they are still like not including you, well, that's a jerk move. And that doesn't sound like the kind of people you want to hang out with.
I think that's like a really like a heart to heart sort of situation that needs to be like, let's sit down and chat, ladies. Like, what's happening?
What's going on? Like, I still want to hang out.
Yeah, maybe they read something weird or whatever, but like I think right now, take that step and just like initiating a hangout. Let them know that like you still love them, you like this new person too, but like there's room. There's room to share. There's room.
Let us know what happens if the freeze ends, if the freeze melts, if
we're melting from the deep freeze.
Yeah. And just like that, we're on to the last question. Do I sound like Carrie Bradshaw?
And just like that.
And just like that. All right. Love your show. My question might be timely since Leah is also doing house updates. Ooh.
Hello. Ask away, girlfriend.
We have a tiny half bath that needs a reno. We finally bought a cute blue vanity that will replace the pedestal sink, which is past its prime.
Bless. I have a pedestal sink right now.
I have a pedestal sink.
Feel you.
Don't talk to me about a pedestal sink.
There's no countertop in that. It's just like can I balance my toothbrush on the one side?
And no storage.
Exactly.
Trust me, I've been living with a pedestal sink for 2 years. We feel you.
You can replace it.
I can't. Not in my apartment.
Yeah, why not?
It's like literally, there's so little space in our bathroom that the top of the toilet and the pedestal sink like hit. There's like no room for a vanity.
But I'm saying you could get a new one if you wanted to, couldn't you?
I probably have to pay for it.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean.
But I don't think there's space in ours. Oh, you can replace yours in your house.
And I will. That's after the kitchen. One thing at a time.
All right. So they've finally got their blue vanity. Going to replace the pedestal sink. But we are stuck on what else to do. So we've got the blue vanity and that's it. I have Pinterest boards of cool floor tile that could be the statement piece. I have boards of bold wallpaper that I'd pair with board and batten on the bottoms of the walls and do a neutral tile. You get the point. Tons of ideas and inspiration, but no idea how to actually choose. And we only want to do this once, and I'm putting pressure on myself to decide, and I'm afraid of getting it wrong. How do you figure out the style and design? Pinterest is great, but at this rate, I need 79 bathrooms to decorate to use all my ideas. Any inspiration or resources would be appreciated. And good luck with your new place, Leah.
Thank you. Good luck with yours. I love the idea of like, I think you've done like the work of, you got your inspiration research, and you've bought your one piece that you're like, I must have. This is like,
what would you call this? Like a cornerstone piece or like, it's like, your foundation piece.
Yeah, it ignited the whole project.
Yes.
And I think then use that as a guide of like, okay, this blue sink, is it this same color blue that you'd like to kind of carry into the rest of the place? Is it that you really just want that blue vanity to, like, I know you said you had some different things with like neutral bottom with the board and batten with some wallpaper, or you could do the tiling being more of like a statement piece. I don't know if this plays, if maybe you have unlimited resources and that's great, but like maybe you're like, oh, we want to keep it under whatever. Sometimes those like fancy tiles can be like really expensive.
So maybe let the price decide.
You could let the price decide,
It sounds like you have so many good ideas. Have you used Canva? Because when we had our house and apartment, I would take like a screenshots of like your vanity and screenshots of the tiles and literally do like a mock-up of all those layers together.
Yeah, and it can be really rudimentary. Like it could just be like screenshot next to, you know, your pedestal or your vanity next to like a color swatch. Like, and just see how
it's
things
free. It's a free app.
Yeah.
And it's online too, so you don't even have to download.
And sometimes just literally seeing them next to each other, like you can feel very like bumblebee, right? Like overwhelming when you're like, I have this, and this. To really just be like, let's try this together. Let's try switching out that tile for the wallpaper. And then it's nice when they're right next to each other. You're like,
that might be too much or whatever.
That's too much.
I think it's also important to remind yourself, it sounds like you have a lot of good ideas, that there's not a wrong one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
you're like, we
just
only
different.
want to do this once.
You're not gonna fail either way. It's just a choice.
Yeah. It sounds like you've got a lot of good options. Like me telling my paint, story where it's like, I did go back and I'm going back and like repainting. I could have continued the project with first paint. I would just have brought in different accents in different ways. But I'm like, okay, paint is, $50 a gallon. I'm just going to repaint. But like a whole bathroom reno, it's like, you're not going to fail. Just what Sarah said. And I think, what I did, Colin and I redid a mini half bath in our first house. And by Colin and I did, I mean, Colin did. And I picked out the inspiration. But what we did was, it also started with the sink, because I was like, ooh, this is a great like mid-century modern kind of vibe. And I picked like a minimal wallpaper, and we did the sort of board and batten thing too. And it was really nice. It was like a nice understated, but like very classy. And it honestly wasn't too bad. I think also like look at what if you're kind of stuck between, oh, we can do more stuff to the walls or we could do more stuff to the floor. Also go off of your experience. Like, have you done tiling before?
I guess it depends if you're going to do it or hire someone.
That's what I mean. Like, are you hiring somebody out? In which case, like, then you have a lot of options. If you're doing it yourself and you're like, I've never tiled anything and I'm fine with a tile here, like then maybe do the walls. Yeah. Seriously, like it just depends on how much effort you want in there. But I think Sarah's idea of the Canva, like really putting things next to each other, it's amazing how clear that makes things. Like I do that when we're trying to do couples pictures all the time, where I'm like, Sarah's going to wear this and Andrew's going to wear this and Colin's wearing this and I'm wearing this. And what I think is going to work really well, when I put them up together, I'm like, ooh, actually that shade of yellow does not go with that. Okay, let's change it out. And then when things click, you're like, yes. So I think that will give you a lot of clarity.
You know how like on, oh my gosh, what's the show with Chip and Joanna Gaines? Whatever, like any of those home reno shows where at one point they're like redoing the kitchen and they have like the samples and they're like, here's the tile, here's the countertop color, here's the flooring. And they're like, which combination? This one or this one? It's basically like the virtual version of that. We just take the little clips and then you see it all together. I think that's going to give you clarity. And
you might also go through some of your Pinterest things that you've saved and notice that you have, maybe it's like different, setups and stuff, but maybe there's a similar thread where you're like, there's always a board and batten, or maybe there's always a neutral wall color or something, like the ones, pick out the ones that you
like
really
all
love.
brass hardware, or something like that.
So then that gives you some clarity for that. And you're like, okay, well, if you have brass hardware, then we're not going to do that. I think that can also like get rid of some of the weeds a little bit.
You're not going to choose wrong. It's just going to be a different option.
Yeah. So come up with a couple different sort of like, we're calling them like mood boards, come up with your mood boards of your options
and then go.
Yeah. Ask your partner what they like, think about it. And I think going one direction is just going to be a different version than the other ones, but you're going to love it. Like
You're in analysis paralysis right now. I think that's a gaming term where you're like, I could make this move, and then if I move this, like you're analysis paralysis. I swear that's like a gaming term that Andrew's told me.
I need that as like a life mantra of like, Leah, you're in analysis paralysis.
Where you just have to like step away. Like maybe you need like a day where you don't look at anything, and then you just, you know, or you do your 3 mock-ups, and then you don't look at it, and then you come back, and you're like, okay. Like, don't overthink it. You're not going to make the wrong choice. It's just going to be a choice. And then I think once you start moving, you're like getting the flooring, getting the whatever, like once you start taking the active steps, it like gets you out of that mode. It's so easy to be like, oh my God, I don't know. I mean, I do that when I'm like trying to film a video. I'm like, I could do this video, or I could shoot this angle. And it's like, just do it.
Do one.
Just go.
Yeah.
Just, like, it's so easy to
Oftentimes
get in
like
our
taking
heads.
a small action then leads you to like a lot of clarity.
Yeah.
You could also, you know, if in part of your mock-up is like, oh, I really want like an interesting shower curtain or something, like buy something that you could just literally go to the store, take into the bathroom and be like, you can always return that.
That's true. That's true.
Because sometimes just having something tangible that you can put up in there, or like buying a couple brass hardware pieces that you know you can take back to Home Depot, bring it in there and just being like, what do we think? Just having something you can hold on to, bring it in there is also nice. But it's nice that it's a half bath too. It's like a little smaller.
Yeah.
But it's going to be such a nice little thing that you're doing. It's amazing how redoing your bathroom gives you a nice sense of your house. Like it just feels, you're like, ooh, I didn't realize how much I needed that. Until
we
it's because
need
you just kind
a-
of like put up with it, right? Oftentimes.
You're like, whatever, I'm just gonna use the bathroom and get out of here. But when it's nice, you're like, this
You
is
feel
great.
zen. Yeah.
We need a picture when you finally get it done.
Oh my God, please. I want to see this blue vanity.
Yes.
That sounds amazing.
I know, blue van. Like, oh, I love, like, that does sound so cool. You're like, yes, the blue vanity and then everything around it. So please, we
You
want a
have
picture.
that centerpiece.
We want a picture.
It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
And on that note, thanks for listening to this week's episode of the Inside Scoop podcast. If you want to be featured on next week's episode, send us a DM on Instagram at the Inside Scoop podcast. All write-ins are anonymous, and we can't wait to tune in next week with you in February.
Can't
See
wait
you
to see you.
then. Bye.
Bye.